You know what I mean? Cops. Ooh, this might be a sad one, bro. Cops discover horrifying secret behind dorm door. Okay.
He pulls a gun out of his waistband, throws it on the ground, does a backflip, and then runs off.
What?
Following the blood trail.
I just want to make sure we don't have a dead body because they're cut up.
Start 43, have a male on the ground, gunshot wound.
Not just any person, a 14-year-old kid.
A 14-year-old?
Wait.
God damn it.
14-year-old in a
the
dorm?
University of New Mexico received
confused.
chaotic reports of a shooting, vandalism, and missing children on an otherwise quiet campus. The response pulls baffled officers in different directions as they begin to suspect.
This is University of New Mexico? New Mexico Lobos.
The incidents are all connected. One horrifying discovery plunges the night into a full-blown crisis.
That's when I started losing my mind. I was like, I couldn't believe what I did.
The following is based on official police records, and some of the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. At around 1:30 a.m. on July 25, 2025, a mother calls 911 to report a possible emergency at the University of New Mexico campus.
What's going on there?
So my stepson called. He has my son. He's 15. There was 3 of them playing a video game. They heard gunshots.
Did they see anything, or just they weren't involved, or anything?
As far as I know, my stepson says that they just heard it. But they left. Yeah, they left the room, and they didn't see my son, my biological son.
What's your son's name?
Michael Lamont.
Dispatchers transfer the caller, Liana Lamont, to the UNM
But
Police
college
Department.
has these weekend tortures where high schools convinced to stay in the dorms for 2 days. Okay, that makes sense.
The university's dedicated law enforcement agency. Her son, 14-year-old Michael Lamont, is 1 week shy of his 15th birthday. But by the time she makes her report, officers are already at the campus, responding to glass break alarms triggered.
Did you just start this? I did.
Hall, just across the street from the student dorms, separated by a parking lot and tennis courts.
Bro, I've always wanted to learn how to play tennis. I feel like tennis is a sport with crazy amounts of aura behind it, low-key. Like, niggas that are good at tennis, I don't know what it is, bro. They're just like, tennis is fire.
Dispatchers receive another 911 call.
Hi, I would just like to report something my friend and I just saw in a lot near the tennis courts.
Okay, what's going on?
We were just parked there and with the windows up, and someone was trying to speak to us outside the car, and we ignored him, and then he brandished a gun, like a firearm, and he like unloaded it and threw it on the ground, and then we just drove away.
Officers quickly review security footage from the parking lot, and what they witness is anything but ordinary.
He pulls a gun out of his waistband, unloads the magazine, racks it back, throws it on the ground, does a backflip, and then runs off.
The young male, wearing light-colored pants and no shirt, is seen on camera retrieving the gun before he runs away, leaving officers searching for an armed suspect that could be anywhere on campus.
But why, though? That was a good backflip. But look at the form on this backflip, though.
And no shirt is seen on camera retrieving the...
Wait.
The young...
Look at this.
Back, throws it on the ground, does a backflip, and then runs off.
Okay.
The young male waits. That is, until they receive a tip on his location from the Albuquerque Police Department.
I guess a 19-year-old male was FaceTiming his parents, I guess on top of the roof of either the Einstein's Bagels or the technology something business there.
Okay.
But I guess he's on the roof. He said that he was laced unknown drug, and then he passed out on the roof.
Officers head up to the roof, and the connections between the two separate reports quickly begin to emerge.
Wait, these are the pants from that dude, isn't it?
He took your pants off?
No. Hello?
As they continue their search, officers spot a trail of blood that leads away from the rooftops.
Where's the blood at? Yeah, leak down. Yeah. Well, we don't know if he's higher or lower, so. That'll with keys is ridiculous.
I hope he's not bleeding out, bro. It's a lot of glass you broke up there.
Hey, dude.
Where did you see the glass go? So it's on the other side. It's on the roof. So he broke 3 windows over there.
And the clothes, Sarge, look like the pants of the kid that flashed the gun.
With an armed teenager still at large, possibly under the influence and likely injured, finding him as quickly as possible becomes an urgent priority. Meanwhile, Liana's son, 14-year-old Michael Lamont, is still unaccounted for. The situation grows even more complex when police receive a call from the UNM hospital, telling them a university student has arrived at their emergency room. The victim, 19-year-old Daniel Archuleta, has a non-life-threatening graze wound to the back of his head. He arrived at the hospital with 19-year-old Zion Mira.
Wait a minute. University of New Mexico doctor notified UNMPD that the suspect's name was John Pork. All right, bro.
Back of his head. He arrived at the hospital with 19-year-old Zion Mira, the half-brother of 14-year-old missing teen Michael Lamont. Police question Zion, whose account ties each of the incidents together. Zion explains that the suspected gunman, who he calls John
Why
Pork,
the guy her toes
is a
on the
friend of
can?
Daniel's. By his account, the 4 of them, John, Daniel, Zion, and Michael, had been hanging out in Daniel's dorm room just before John began shooting at them.
I'm sitting right here, and then Dad, he's sitting like right there. The bullet shoots, it goes flying past my face and it hits him in the head, and then blood just starts going everywhere. He has so much to do with him.
What was he wearing, John?
He had no shirt on.
He had no shirt. And did he have light blue jeans by any chance?
Light blue jeans. Yeah.
His description matches the suspect officers are still trying to locate, but based on their knowledge of his actions on the roof and in the parking lot, officers question whether playing video games was really all the teens were doing.
If you can be honest, you're not even in trouble, bro. Well, when we got there, they were like kind of drinking and stuff.
Okay.
And then I cracked one open, and then I took a sip of it, and I placed it down, and I go to hop on the game, and then that's when everything starts going off. As soon as the shots went off, we were trying to hide under the bed or trying to get down because we didn't know what's happening, and we didn't know if he was still in the room with the gun. We were like trying to yell and stuff, and then that's when I just cracked open the window open, and then we just went looking out right there.
His little brother is
My little brother is still there. I don't know where he is.
What is his name?
His name is Michael.
Police attempt to question Daniel, but he refuses to speak with officers without his parents. The sergeant on scene heads to his cruiser to provide an update to his superiors on the situation.
Boss, we got a shooting that evidently occurred here on campus. Happened in one of the dorm rooms.
3:02 a.m.
We have a name on him. He's the one that they initially saw with the gun, remember? When I first called you to do potentially an alert. Okay, and then after that, then we had another call of a guy up on the roof calling his mom that he was drugged up. Then we went to Mesa Vista, found 3 broken windows, blood. We just got through with that one. And then now we have this that's going down.
Meanwhile, after receiving no updates about her son, Liana once again calls UNM police.
Yeah, well, police may help you.
Hi, yes, I called about Michael Lamont.
Yeah.
Did you guys check the apartment?
We haven't been able to yet. We're working on another person that's gone missing.
What do you mean? The other person's Daniel Archuleta. He's been shot.
No, this is a totally separate call from that.
Okay. Are you guys going to check the apartment?
As soon as I get someone that can go over there, I'll get them to go over there.
He could be shot in the apartment, bleeding out.
I'll let my sergeant know.
Oh, my God. This is ridiculous. Am I breaking the violation if I try to go look myself?
No, ma'am.
Liana will soon arrive at the
Bro.
UNM campus.
What, like, oh my, what's good, Exxon? I don't understand. I mean, if someone's missing, right, the first thing you would check is their place of residence. No? Like, doesn't that make sense to check
To look
first?
for her missing child. But she's not the only one missing her son, as the mother of the suspected shooter also contacts dispatch.
Yes, my son's missing. They said you guys are the ones in charge of this. I've been calling around for over an hour. He said over an hour ago that he was ODing or something. He was showed a round building.
I'm sorry. Is this reference to Michael?
No, John Fuentes.
That nigga's name not John Pork.
You're okay, good. Please let him be okay, good. Please let him be okay.
While
My
Zion
fault.
initially provided the name John Pork, the suspected shooter is confirmed to be 18-year-old John Fuentes, who's not a student at the university. UNM police follow the blood trails that lead away from the roof in an attempt to find John, who may need urgent medical attention.
Following the blood trail. You see how it's kind of moving in this direction, like almost little teardrops? Yeah. Well, I saw him on the roof, like screaming. It goes into the grass.
It's kind of scary.
Where does it go from here? Let's
Where is it going, dude? Just going in circles.
Security footage shows John after he left his pants on the rooftop, now only wearing boxers, lightly jogging across campus as blood drips from his injured arms. Officers follow just minutes behind him, tracing the blood trail but ultimately failing to catch up. One security camera captures John passing empty police cruisers as a dark pickup truck enters the parking lot. Without waiting for it to come to a full stop, a woman can be seen exiting the truck and racing toward John, embracing him with a hug. The unknown woman ushers John into the vehicle, and together they drive away. Police round the corner just 10 minutes later, but they have no idea their suspect is long gone.
I just want to make sure we don't have a dead body because they're cut up. And we still need somebody to follow up with that.
Bro,
other call.
what the fuck are the cops are doing?
Mom
Like, what did
called,
they?
She couldn't get a hold of their loved one from Casas.
Meanwhile, Liana Lamont has arrived at the Casas del Rio student housing complex, desperate to find her 14-year-old son, Michael. It's been approximately 1 hour since her first report to 911.
UNM police, may I help you?
Yes, there is still no one here at this room for Michael Lamont.
They're on the way.
You guys keep saying that. I don't see a police outside. I don't see an ambulance. Like, there was a shooting. There was gunshots. Someone got shot already and is at the hospital.
We've never gotten any calls about shots being fired inside the Casas del Rio. I don't know where he got that information from, but we never got a call about that.
Oh, my gosh.
Believe me, when someone shoots a gun on campus, we get hundreds of calls all at once.
Yeah, and guess what, buddy?
And we never got any calls.
What the heck?
Officers finally meet with Liana, who's standing just outside the Casas del Rio student housing complex.
Right now, my partner is grabbing the RA.
Okay.
That way we can just key into the room after we knock and announce, okay?
Okay.
What I'm going to have you do is you're going to stay out here.
Okay.
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 And what's your son's name?
My son's name is Michael Lamont. The friend's name that owns the room is Daniel Archuleta.
Daniel Archuleta.
Just outside of Daniel's dorm room, the resident advisor delivers a set of electronic keys.
Flashing orange.
I've never seen that.
With the keys not working, the resident advisor contacts the building manager. While
Oh my God, everybody involved is incompetent, bro. They're all dumb.
outside, Michael's mom grows more restless, asking for updates.
Hell yeah,
no
Peg.
idea,
Happy
Mom. I'm
for
still
you,
trying
man.
to figure out the whole situation.
But there's nobody in the room.
We're currently outside of the room.
The window's broken on the outside. You guys haven't gone in?
Not yet, ma'am. Which room is it that you're looking at?
Over there. The one with the light on?
Okay.
The blinds are... It's open.
Okay. 10-4, 17 PD. Just annotate on the CAD. There's an open window to the room, possibly to the room with the blinds broken and the windows open. I'm not making approach yet. I'm waiting for somebody else to come out here so we can make our approach.
Backup soon arrives, and at close to 3:15 a.m., nearly 2 hours after Liana's initial report to 911, officers prepare to breach through the open window.
Okay, this is what I need you to do.
Sorry, the breach through an open window?
Because we still have the suspect outstanding.
It's open.
Back in the room.
Okay. Nigga, what are we breaching? It's open.
I'm gonna go around the bush and try to get up there. And I'm gonna try to see if I can look inside if the suspect's still in there, okay? Right. From what I can see, I see that PlayStation that he was talking about. It's right here. I don't know where the gunshot's at, though. 1227, knock on the door. Yeah. You going through the window?
You want another person?
Yeah. What's up, buddy? Hold the air for 1 second. We're gonna try to make entry through the
Bro,
window.
2 hours is insane. But I'm confused. They dipped. A dude got shot. They dipped from the dorm room and left one of them in the door. There's details missing, bro.
Police department, if there's anybody inside, make your presence known. This is the police department. If there's anybody inside of this room, 117, make your presence known.
Met with only silence, they cautiously head in, wholly unprepared for the horrifying discovery that awaits them.
Ready?
They said break in and go in. They ain't even break any glass. They just pulled the blinds. Whatever, nigga. Go ahead, bro. Just get in there. Well, fry me.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Start 43, we have a male on the ground. Gunshot wound. What do you need? Hold this door and direct them. Yep. Hey, dude. 10-4, heal at 117. GSW, head back of the head. Looks 10-7.
Yeah, I mean, the mom called, bro.
Damn it.
We would know about gunshots. Trust me. Believe me, man. We would get hundreds of calls if there was gunshots. Fucking
A teenage boy
dumbass,
hangs limply
bro.
from a chair, with his head and arms resting on the floor in a large pool of blood. He has a single through-and-through gunshot
What do you
wound
mean? I don't know what y'all expect, right?
to the head. Officers
There's
clear
clearly a procedure. But for a missing persons, Ruck, the first thing a logical person would do is they would go, okay, yeah, let's check the room. Like where he was at. If that was a place where they were last seen, let's check the place where they were last seen. You feel me? The dude, the dispatcher or whoever that was at the desk, right, he's over there talking about there was no gunshots, bro. Trust, I don't know where you got that from. If there was a gunshot, we would have known about it. Clearly, you don't know about it, you fucking idiot. And then the RA doesn't fucking have the right key for the door. You're the RA. I thought you're supposed to have the keys for the doors.
for the apartment.
Like,
And noticing another broken window, as well as smears of blood across the adjacent wall. They search for a firearm, but don't find one anywhere.
that don't make any sense.
Nobody comes in that way or this way. This is all closed off. If this is subject number 3, we're missing subject number 4 that was observed on cameras.
A sergeant quickly arrives and attempts to get up to speed on the current situation.
From what I can tell from the CAD, kid called mom saying there's a gunshot, something. Mom couldn't reach him. Mom showed up.
Is there anybody?
No, we're all busy. Here, I can take you
outside just to keep the window.
Yeah, brother, they're incompetent, they're clueless, hell, probably not even trained probably, but you know why? None of that matters, because they got that 2023 Hellcat Charger Pursuit unit, baby. Hey, bro, you not lying, though, bro. That's all these niggas care about sometimes. Like, holy shit.
All right, where are the...
What's good, Fries?
I hear anything?
Purple lips, no pulse.
Get 43. Did you call anybody?
It's already in route.
That poor
Okay,
mom,
what is
bro.
the person that she's looking for? What is her son's name?
Michael Lamont.
And is he missing?
Yes, he's currently missing.
We don't know where he is.
Correct.
You think that's him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
How did she get involved? Did he call her?
What's good, Flame?
from what she told me, he called her saying something about gunfire or someone was shot. She kept trying to reach him, could not reach him, called us while we were dealing with the guy on the roof.
One officer heads outside to guide arriving paramedics to the dorm room, running into Michael's mother, Liana, along the way.
It's me. Do you mind taking a seat, please? Just sit right there, please. Hey guys, it's back here.
Why is an 18-year-old hitting a 14 and 15-year-olds? I think it was a brother or something. Siblings. Half brother, brother and friends, you know.
Yeah, I know, we know who she is. Possible mom of the 10-7. It's this one right here, kind of right next to
Fuentes was brother with Lamont? No, I think that no. Lamont is half brother of I'll show you when it pops up.
I'll get you in this way and then we'll come down. That way she hopefully doesn't see you.
Paramedics enter the room, but there's nothing they can do for the victim, who is beyond any
Fuentes is the
saving.
shooter.
One medic briefly checks in with the officer, who's clearly struggling with the grim situation.
You doing all right, man?
It's not a stranger to it, but it's just the age just kills me now.
That's why, and I'm obviously no way blaming the 14-year-old. But that's why I was always told, chat, I was always told, if some shit ever happens, right? Like I was always told growing up, my parents always told me, call 911 first, then call them after. Because my parents always told me calling the parents is never gonna do anything. Like, you know, your parents can only do so much. You feel me? They ain't a superhero. That was something. Call 911 first, and then if you can, you call
They're
after.
playing PlayStation 5 and the other one dead on the ground.
But they'll soon learn that what happened in room 117
But yeah, this story
is not
doesn't
so
make any
simple,
sense.
and that the truth stretches far beyond.
So Lamont is related to Archuleta, right? I believe. And Archuleta got shot. And then Zion is friends with or maybe he's related to Zion. I don't know. This story doesn't make any sense though. Because here's what's confusing me. 4 people in the room. Well, 3 people in the room, right? Oh, Michael's related to Zion. Okay, cool. There's 3 people in the room, all hanging out. John goes into the room, or breaks into the room or whatever, shoots Daniel in the back of the head, and shoots Michael. Zion and Daniel run off through the window, don't bring Michael with them, and don't call the cops. And Daniel, like, it just don't make any sense. Because they were all in a room together. And what I don't understand is if they are all in a room together, then there's no way that, like, they should have called the cops. And I think Daniel said he's refusing to speak to the cops. But you just got shot. So, like, I don't know.
For now, with
It's just
multiple
confusing.
unsecured crime scenes across
For now.
campus, as well as blood trailing through plazas and parking lots, the sergeant determines this is more than one department can handle alone.
Call APD, ask them if we have any priority 1 calls. They'll take them for us. We're calling in the troops. Well, everybody's busy right now.
Yeah, but Michael was in a
Checking in
room
with
with them, and the
supervisor,
other people
sergeant
got out the
receives
room,
instruction
Sid. That's why I'm
regarding Daniel,
confused.
the gunshot victim who's still at the hospital and refusing to provide a statement.
See, that's what, like, why is he not providing a statement? Yeah, all right. We're going to find out.
Gunshot victim who's still at the hospital and refusing to provide a statement.
Okay, get Javier to get his phone secure.
Okay.
don't want that kid calling people and text messaging and all kinds of stuff. Get his phone. He could be a suspect right now. We don't know that.
That is correct. Okay.
So, I know he might try to run or who knows what.
Yeah, he won't talk to us. Like I said, he said he was not going to talk to us.
That's suspicious as all get out. Okay.
True.
Meanwhile, the sergeant meets with Liana, who's now been joined by Michael's sister Erica, as well as their grandmother.
Is there nobody in that room?
There is someone in that room, and they were hurt. Okay, but I don't know who they are. Okay.
Did they get taken to the hospital?
They're working with them right now. Okay, so they were checked out.
Hoping to confirm the person in the room was her brother, Erica shows the sergeant a photograph, while Liana describes what he was last seen wearing. Tragically, the description of 14-year-old Michael Lamont matches the victim. The sergeant quickly heads to his cruiser and contacts his superior.
Let's get mom and them separated. Let's get mom at a minimum placed in a unit.
She's already asking.
I don't think she has.
I don't know for sure.
We're not going to make any.
Okay.
If anything, let's call APD to get a chaplain.
Okay.
To make notification and to comfort her.
Okay.
Before we give her N49.
Okay.
Once he returns to the family, Erica calls Zion, who is still at the hospital. To confirm the sergeant's own suspicions of the victim's identity, he asks an urgent question.
Where do you think Michael would be at? Do you know?
They just confirmed his death.
What?
Yeah.
Michael?
Yeah.
PD 125.
Who told you that?
He's at the
I don't know, one of the people, I think, over here.
Who?
I'm not too sure. We just heard on the radio that he didn't make it out. And that
What radio?
What radio, Zion?
Who's the officer?
I'm not too sure. One of the officers next to us.
One of the officers mentioned. Did they say Michael Lamont?
I'm not too sure. I could double check.
Really not at the hospital.
Police fucked this up so bad, bro.
3 units, secure your radios. We're overhearing stuff.
The family is then separated as the sergeant places Liana in a cruiser and gives her no confirmation of her son's condition. Meanwhile, as the sun rises and students begin waking up, the University of New Mexico campus is placed on lockdown. University police begin to coordinate with Albuquerque PD and the New Mexico National Guard to secure the campus, as well as both crime scenes, including the dorm room and the rooftop of Mesa Vista, where an officer locates a critical piece
I don't
of
get why they're not confirming yet. They're pretty sure that is him, but they're not 100% sure that is him. And so I guess you don't want to run around. You don't want to say that is him when you don't have a completely 100% positive confirmation. And so they're trying to keep officers always try to keep their cards like close to their chest. So it's just.
Hey, I located the firearm and a set of keys on top of the roof of Mesa Vista.
The Glock 19 9mm is confirmed to be a stolen firearm. Though the gun has now been recovered, the suspected shooter is still at large, a fact that's shared by the local news media to the public. Phone calls from parents of students, many of them on campus for new student orientation, soon begin flooding in.
Yeah, my daughter is on campus right now. Can I come get her?
No, ma'am. Campus is closed. Is there anything else, ma'am, you needed?
Yeah, I need my daughter.
Is there anything else, ma'am? I have 4 other calls holding. Ma'am?
Amid the endless calls, Michael's father, Mark, requests a confirmation that his family still hasn't received.
Okay, so yeah, Michael's on the Hat Brothers. Okay.
I'm calling because an incident happened over there at your campus last night, and I want to make sure that my son is alive.
Okay.
His name is Michael, last name Lamont. Michael's not being found, or I don't know what's happening, but I need some information. Is he okay? Did he pass away? If so, I want to go down there and make sure that it's him.
Okay. Yeah, hold on one moment, sir.
Is there anybody dead? That's all I want to know.
I can't release any information.
Michael's mother, Liana, is brought to the police station, where investigators finally deliver the tragic...
She hasn't called him? She hasn't called the... I don't know this situation, but damn.
News about her son.
We want to inform you that he is no longer alive.
Probably no relationship. That's true. I don't know.
I know it's a lot that's going on right now, especially after hearing that. Just, we want to talk to you once you process everything. I know it might take you a minute.
Yeah.
Take all the time you need.
I think they took the kid's phone away.
Just, I knew, I had a feeling, my heart, everything. It's hard.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry for your loss.
The heartbreaking confirmation is shared with Michael's big sister, Erica, who quickly becomes inconsolable.
Be confirmed. Be confirmed. It's baby girl, it's Michael.
No. In the building?
In the building.
No. 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 My baby brother.
Oh God.
Oh, that's the grandma. Okay.
What do you know? Have they caught him?
No one told us of anything as of
My Michael.
Oh, no.
He was my baby brother.
Erica's cell phone rings, and Michael's father, Mark, also learns of the death of his son.
Dad.
Yeah, nobody told him, damn.
I know.
Oh,
I don't know what he was doing.
To provide the grieving family with more comfort, the officer moves the cruiser into the shade and out of the heat.
When can we see him?
you're not going to want to see him. You're not going to want to see
Nah, he was calling about Michael, Ruck. He was calling about Michael, and they just told him, oh, we can't give you any information.
him.
I at least want to see his
Because he said his name. How do you know Michael was there? I mean, it's his son. You feel me?
No, you don't want the memory. You don't want that memory. You don't want it.
Where did they shoot him?
His head.
I just realized they released his footage without them knowing. But that's about Michael, not Zion. Because Zion was at the hospital, Ruck. Like, he's alive.
You're not going to see him. No, I will not let you.
Wait, they don't get consent to release this footage? It's just public footage? Anyone can get it if you request it? Huh. I didn't know that.
How is he getting shot? Why is he out drinking and smoking and doing that?
So how come in some things they cover certain people's faces, but other ones they don't? I don't know. I just think that's like...
With the shooter, John Fuentes, still at large, investigators with the New Mexico State Police begin the challenging task of uncovering the truth of what happened in the dorm room. They head to the hospital to speak with Zion, who still refers to the shooter as John Pork.
We were like about to load up a game, and then John Pork and my brother Michael, they were like at that little desk, and then I didn't even know what happened. Like, we were loading up a game, and then we just heard a shot go off, and then all our ears start ringing, and as soon as he shot, he looked right at us, he shot, it went flying past my face, it hit, and I think that was the bullet that hit
Daniel in the head back here, and then but once that first shot went out, we were like, what, and then he turned at us right away, and then he just started just kind of unloading the clip on us. And then we were trying to take cover. I go under the bed. Daniel's like trying to hide behind something. He's just bleeding all over. And then I don't know where Michael is. And we're trying to say like, stop, 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 like stop, like trying to yell him like stop. And then Daniel's like trying to yell like safe, 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 like John Pork, it's okay, bro, like stop, stop. And then I guess in the dorm there's 2 windows, so he went out one of the window, and then we didn't know he left or anything, so we were just trying to get out the other window where Dan in his bed and his like carpet and his little gaming area is. We got out that window, we opened it, and then we pushed it, and then we just got out from there.
Zion.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Something about this isn't making any sense. They're in a dorm room. He said that John is unloading the clip on 3 of them in this small room. They dip, get out. Nobody else hears the gunshots. Like, bro, wait, I'm confused. Bro, this shit don't make any sense. If he's unloading like 10 shots into a closed room, he shot Michael, he shot one, they ran underneath the bed. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get this.
His mother, who drove him and Daniel straight to the hospital.
I didn't know what to do because as soon as he booked out from the window, I didn't know if he still had a gun or if he was still on campus. So we just tried to get kind of far. And I didn't want to bring Dan to the hospital right away because I didn't know if John Park would be waiting here.
And nowhere in your brain did you go, oh, I should call 911. So you thought that John was going to shoot y'all, hop in an Uber, camp outside the hospital, and wait to see if y'all pull up to the hospital. Yeah, that's not right. Cops discover horrifying secret behind dorm door. That's it, Pink. But this don't make any sense.
So I just wanted to call my mom or call someone so we could help because I was freaking out and I don't know where my little brother was. I don't know if he was dead or alive yet.
But Zion's half-sister Erica says she spoke with him just after the incident. And although parts of his account to investigators mirror what he told her, one conflicting detail stands out.
Because I was like, what actually happened? Tell me everything. And he tells me that they were in the dorm.
Okay, chilling. But Peg, sure, let's say you want to get the nigga yourself. Cool. Why didn't you call the ambulance and say someone just got shot? Fuck it. Okay, you don't want to call the police? Fine. You say you didn't see the nigga? Fine. Whatever. You ain't called the ambulance for 2 hours when your little brother just got shot and then you left him. He's on the dorm room bleeding and nobody called the ambulance for him. And like, I can't.
Zion and his friend, don't know the kid's name, like Daniel or something. They were playing video games. The guy that was talking to Michael, I guess, flipped it, shot Michael in the head. And I guess Zion said the bullet went through, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Zion's admission that he saw the bullet wound to Michael's head doesn't match what he told investigators or the officers at the hospital. To both, he claimed he had no idea whether his brother was even injured.
Once you and Dan got out of the room, where'd you guys go? Did you guys go directly to your car, or did you guys run around the campus or anything?
We didn't know if we should go back, or stuff like that. And then we just hopped in my car and then we just left.
Security footage, however, would tell a completely different story.
Dumbass.
At 12:09 a.m., Daniel and Zion can be seen running away from the dorms. They appear to then calmly walk back and forth, almost as if deciding whether or not to return. After several minutes, Zion points towards the parking lot, but Daniel grabs him by the shoulders and gestures toward the dorms. The two appear to be engaged in some sort of discussion before they ultimately head back toward the room. When they're seen again several minutes later, Daniel is now carrying a bag in his hand. and Zion is wearing what appears to be a dark backpack. Erica volunteers information to investigators that suggests her half-brother may have something to hide.
Yeah, no shit. Like,
And okay, Zion does have a gun.
Okay. Does he usually carry? Is he usually armed?
Sometimes he'll keep it in his backpack.
Based on the footage, investigators believe that Zion and Daniel returned to the room where Michael was either dead or dying and took evidence or items of importance. But as the firearm suspected to have been used to shoot Michael has been recovered from the roof, investigators are left to question what exactly it was they may have taken.
I know Zion carries the gun because he sells, I think, weed or Nick. I don't know. He traps or something. I don't know what it's called, but
According to investigators, traps is street slang referring to selling illegal drugs and can also refer to a specific place where illegal drugs
they
are
lace his weed,
manufactured or
right,
sold.
John?
He sells weed and what?
nicotine, like vape.
Okay. So he carries a gun because he's kind of dealing in that stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Zion made no mention of this to investigators, but
Well-
did admit that John had been using illicit substances before the shooting took place.
He had like a little bag of like cocaine.
Okay. Do you think he was under the influence of it?
Yeah, probably. Because then I kind of assumed, because then he was like profusely like sweating a lot. Like he had sweat like all over his face, like on his nose, and like just like sweat droplets. I don't know.
Okay.
Yo, but like at some point you gotta protect your little brother, man. I'm on y'all not. I've been in a situation where a buddy got popped in front of me, so I know that company said, "No, y'all will just take the call. Police say this is your first thought. Your first thought about to get the fuck about there and freeze up." Nah, okay, Peg, I get that. My only thing is them leaving. Then they went back into the room, grabbed some shit, left the room, still ain't called the ambulance or nothing. 2 hours later, I don't know. It's like, I don't know.
When it comes to the
It's just
firearm,
like this your little brother, bro. Like, damn, I don't know, man. I don't know.
however, Zion shares no information.
You gotta
about
be a
where
better
it
brother
came
than
from,
that.
or suggests any possibility that it may be his.
Did your mom know that Zion had handguns and weapons?
No, my mom does not know at all.
What about your dad?
I'm the only person that knows.
And you haven't told anyone?
No.
Michael and Zion's father, Mark, tells investigators that he has a restraining order due to an unrelated domestic issue and hasn't been around either of his boys in months.
Okay.
While he may not have been aware that Zion had handguns, he shares knowledge of other illegal habits.
If he's kind of hanging with Big Brother, then I'm assuming that if Big Brother uses alcohol and weed, he's using it. Yeah. Do you know that for a fact or assuming?
No, I know that for a fact. I've seen him on his Instagram smoking weed.
Yeah.
And I just can't do nothing about it. And he knows I can't do nothing about it because I can't go over there because I'll just go to jail.
Yeah, yeah.
Or else I would have went and whipped that a long time ago.
Yeah.
While the information shared by Michael's family is shocking, investigators are still left to wonder why the 14-year-old was with his older brother at a college campus in the first place.
When he's hanging out in a dorm room with someone mom doesn't really know at 1 o'clock in the morning, and assuming mom didn't know there was weed or alcohol or whatever, but at 14, is mom cool with that, or did they take off and kind of do their own thing today, or do they normally do that kind of stuff?
Okay, so they do it, but they do it behind my mom's back. She doesn't really like to discipline at all, so Michael being Michael, he kind of just went out and did his own thing.
Regardless of why Michael was there, his father Mark remains suspicious.
I don't think that Zion's story matches up from what I've heard of it, but I haven't got to speak to Zion personally yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think his story has a bunch of holes in it.
Can mom get in trouble for that too? I think is it. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's neglect. If she was unaware of it, I mean, it is a level of neglect, but it's like, is it worth to pursue? You feel me? Like, is she trying to neglect her child? Yeah, how old is a child? Like at the age of 14, obviously you're not an adult at 14, but age of 14, that's when people really start making your own decisions. I don't think it's criminal neglect. Nah, I don't think she's.
Which just leaves me more questions. And then his friend doesn't want to talk? Why? Is he scared? Who is he scared of?
However, Zion offers an excuse for his friend Daniel.
She doesn't want to talk at all. Like, I was trying to ask him, and he used to be like, "Son, shut the up. Like, I don't want to talk about it, but just leave it."
Okay. And did he only get hit like on like the head?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
With Zion only admitting half-truths, investigators later ask him to voluntarily hand over his cell phone. While his mother encourages him to do so, Zion appears uncomfortable with the request.
They're gonna get it back to you as soon as you can. It's been a long day. Everyone is
It's been a long day. I don't have my goddamn phone. I'm trying to talk to people, tell them my situation.
Yeah. No, I get it, man. I get it. And like I said, I'm not trying to. Even though I am, I'm really not trying to. I mean, we do our best to not inconvenience victims in the case.
Reluctantly, Zion agrees to cooperate. What they'll later uncover on his cell phone will prove invaluable in uncovering the truth.
Yeah.
For now, with Zion's statement on record and Daniel refusing to speak to investigators, they'll need to question the only other person who was there at the time of the incident to get a complete picture of what happened between the four teens. By the early afternoon, license plate readers and other tools successfully track down the shooter, John Fuentes. He's taken into custody during a high-risk traffic stop near a smoke shop in Los Lunas and taken to the New Mexico State Police Office in Albuquerque along with his grandmother, who'd been traveling with him. Before questioning John, investigators speak with his grandmother.
I never thought this would happen. It's sad.
What's good, Chrissy?
Do you need some water before we start? You fine?
I still got my grandson.
Alrighty, man. So
He's a good guy, good kid. You know, he just turned 18. He graduated from Manzano High. He don't have no records or nothing. He got like a little in trouble, but they put him on probation, and he already completed it.
Investigators learned that it was John's uncle and his uncle's girlfriend who ultimately picked him up from the campus, dropping him off at his grandmother's house. His grandmother explains that she then took John to Walmart to get bandages for his wounds.
I wanted to clean his wounds and that, and we can't run from the law before. I did have planned to him, and he had already agreed.
okay. So then.
So he wasn't going to be out there very much longer because I knew you can't hide nobody. They can't hide because you all will catch us.
She admits that she's aware a shooting occurred on campus, that someone died, and that John was involved. She emphasizes she had plans to take him to the police station, but only after making a quick stop.
We went to the smoke shop now to get the cigarettes. That's where we were caught at, Mijo. So I just told him, and he agreed. He wanted me to take him to turn himself in. All I can tell you, Mijo, that when because I go to Calvary a lot, and I believe in God, I pray a lot. The devil attacked. He couldn't get to me, so he attacked my family. They say that that's what happened to John. He couldn't get to me, Mijo, so he attacked my grandson. That's what it is. The devil attacks, Mijo. And I feel bad because, if it's him where that boy's gone, I feel bad for that boy's parents, or everybody that got hurt because I'm hurting for John.
But while his grandmother places blame on the devil.
Yeah, but I talked about it with the direct. This the most grandma thing to say, bro. So shout out to her.
John claims what happened is a result of something else entirely.
What brought you to UNM?
Usually I just go hang out at Daniel's dorm, and he's like, let's take, what is it?
Sorry, teens sneaking off and doing dumb shit or going places they shouldn't is universal, especially when it's already been established. These offenses where not much discipline and consequence for action take place, but lack of discipline and consequence exactly how shit like this happens. That's true. You know what it is though, chat? It's like, the police failed, the kids failed. I mean, we're gonna see why they failed. Clearly something was going on. But like it's just a lot of failures here, bro.
Tabs, acid tabs, like he wanted to take it with some cocaine.
Tabs
And
and
Zion
acid and
brought out
cocaine.
more cocaine, so we could try it. Me and Daniel took like a thing of what is it, acid, and then I remember Daniel was peer pressuring me.
I'm not trying to hear this shit, bro. Oh my god. So you took the cocaine, but you said you got peer pressure to taking another line of cocaine.
Take another line, take another line,
Brother,
take another line. And I remember to the point
if you get to the point where you have the cocaine and you did a line of cocaine, I already don't trust your decision making skills. You feel me? Like you already decided to mix. I don't. Hey, bro, it's New
I
Mexico.
couldn't even think. I remember I just remember blacking out. And then I remember whenever I was on top of the roof, I just remember I had Zion's Glock 19 on me, and I was just like out of it. I couldn't even.
Zion's
I didn't even
gun.
know where the heck I was at. I remember I kept calling my dad. I was like, I think I got laced or something. I was like, I'm on top of the roof on UNM. I was like, I think I just shot 2 people. I'm like, I don't know. I'm losing my mind.
No, he was trying to call his uncle Steven, and he was calling my son uncle instead of telling him dad. He didn't even know who he was calling, so he wasn't right in the mind.
I mean,
And
acid
all
and
he
coke
says is that they took acid. They had been drinking. They took acid.
and
That's all
alcohol.
he says. And he remembers jumping out of a window. He don't remember. He blacked out. He don't know nothing else. So I don't know what happened from there. Maybe you all can get him to remember more, but he don't come out of the same story, and all he does is cry, like he's ripped inside, man. It's bad.
As John appears to struggle with his memory, he recalls one key detail that may soon resolve an unanswered question.
I didn't even bring a gun, like, at all. Like, none of those guns were even that 19X. That was Dan's, and then that 19 was Zion's. I remember I just came to just chill for the last days of him being at UNM. I don't know if there's like fentanyl in that. God, I don't know, bro.
John has now mentioned the presence of 2 firearms, and while one was recovered from the roof, a second gun hasn't been found.
So do you
Well,
remember
we know where that one
point,
is.
at what point did like the guns get brought out? Like while you guys were hanging out?
As soon as we started hanging out.
Like Dan and Zion have just had their guns out?
Yeah.
Or how did that go?
They just have their guns out, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is that like a regular thing? Like does it happen every time you guys like hang out in like a private area like that?
Pretty much.
This raises the possibility that Zion and Daniel may have collected the second gun when they went back to the dorm following the shooting. But based on John's next comments, that might not have been all that was taken.
Let me ask you this, man. The acid and the cocaine, what are they gonna be in? Like, are they gonna be in containers? Are they gonna be in baggies? Are they gonna
That shit is in a little baggie. Zion, bro. I remember he said he just picked up all kinds of coke from somebody. I don't even know who the who.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like a big old baggie.
That's a lot of coke.
Mm-hmm. And then the little acid. I don't even know where the hell he got that from.
Bro, that's a lot of fucking cocaine, man. I
After
mean,
searching
Jesus
the dorm,
Christ.
investigators found suspected acid tablets, 1 to 2 baggies containing a white powdery substance, a line of powder along with a credit card, and 2 rolled up $100 bills. The large bag that John described was not located. According to police records, investigators believe this large bag was likely taken by Zion or Daniel when they returned to the room. Ring camera footage showed the teens arriving at Zion's mother's house at 1:55 a.m. Notably, neither are carrying the 2 bags.
Come on.
Since the teens were captured on camera leaving the campus at 12:19 a.m., this means over an hour had passed between the time they left and when they arrived at the house. which is less than a quarter of a mile away from the campus.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I am confused. I thought Daniel got shot in the head. Grace. Dan got Grace. Yeah, but he was in the hospital. When the fuck they go to the hospital? What? And what was Mom doing?
When they arrived at the house.
This
which is less
This
than
is Zion. This is Daniel with no shirt on. Okay. But no. I am not allowing my son to pull up back to my house, a gun wound in the back of his head with his little brother missing, and I'm just like, come inside. Don't come inside. Like, I'm sorry, bro. That just, this don't make sense.
Away from the campus. It's unknown what Daniel or Zion did in the hour after they fled the campus, but it's worth noting that after a search warrant was later executed on Zion's vehicle, both bags were recovered, and both were empty. After obtaining search warrants for phones belonging to Daniel, Michael, and Zion, investigators uncovered stunning revelations that began to paint an alarming picture. Deleted texts on Zion's and Michael's phones revealed they had indeed been arranging illicit drug sales, with 14-year-old Michael coordinating the deals, Zion handling the deliveries, and the two splitting the profits. According to court documents, roughly 12 hours before Michael's murder, Zion traded a firearm for 40 to 50 grams of cocaine.
Hey, bro.
Video communications between Daniel and Zion showed them in the dorm manipulating 2 pistols, as well as large amounts of cash. In a video recovered from Michael's cell phone, someone can be seen holding the same stolen handgun that would later be used to take his life. Further deleted text revealed that Daniel told Zion not to speak with police. Zion replied that he only told them certain things. All the while, 14-year-old Michael was left in the dorm room with a gunshot wound to the head, and there's no evidence Daniel or Zion called 911 for help.
Just a couple minutes ago, after Michael's death was confirmed, Zion had texted me, "Bro, I'm scared to go to the house and face all of you." What does that mean? Nothing, I'm just scared to go to the house and face your mom, Erica.
Erica interprets the text as Zion not wanting to face the family because he influenced Michael and ultimately brought him to the campus where he was killed.
I mean, you did more than that, bro. You had your fucking, you know what I mean? You have your brother coordinated the deals for you. And then, I mean, he's 14, man. Damn.
But for John, he still faces disbelief over the entire situation.
I remember my mom went to go like peep out the scene, and then she tells me the whole news is there, and that she looked on the news and one's injured and one's deceased, and that's when I just started losing my mind. I was like, I couldn't believe what I did.
While John's grandmother recalls hearing on the news that one person had died, the confirmation of the victim's age delivers a stunning shock.
So, yes, there was a person that died. Not just any person, a 14-year-old kid.
A 14-year-old?
So there was a boy that died, got killed. And the reason I ask is because your grandson was there last night. And your grandson was present at that time during that whole incident.
Who else died, Ito?
There was just one person that died.
One person, any other wound?
The other one was injured, yes. So it's important that we get more information from you, and I don't know if you're holding back information, but
I'm not holding back.
Your grandson was involved in a pretty serious incident last night into the morning. Okay? People died. He left. Obviously, what you're telling us is that he went home, he started crying, said, "Oh God." Nobody in their right mind, I can tell you this for right now, nobody in their right mind is going to cry over acid and being high on acid. Where he's feeling the guilt is he knows what he did last night. Okay? And that's where we're at right now. So, did he ever disclose to you that he killed anybody?
No.
No, not at
No,
all.
hijo, no.
Okay.
He
As
was
for
in his
John,
right
he
mind on
remains
acid.
uncertain that he was even
True.
the one who pulled the trigger.
I just remember somewhat of me holding his pistol, like looking at it off the acid, like all just tripping out on it, and then just like just I remember, I don't even remember what happened.
I mean, they can get him for GSR, right? Can't they? How long does this gunshot residue stay on you? Does he know you did a fucking backflip? Probably not, sis.
Like a movie.
What led you to believe that?
Cause I think gunshot residue stays on you for days.
Cause I was just full of blood, and I remember the Glock. Before I was messing with it, I remember it had bullets, and then I remember I took out the clip and it was empty, and I was like just bleeding, and my ears were ringing.
Can you wash
So
it
I
off?
definitely-
You can't. I'm pretty sure you can't wash it off. What's good, love? I'm like pretty sure.
Something was up. I don't know. I was just, my mind was.
At least it's not easy to wash off.
While most students seem to have slept through the incident, police were able to locate a witness who heard the gunshots.
So obviously, like, I know there was multiple gunshots, but it was like, so like the first one went off and it was like bam, bam, and then I heard somebody laugh. I heard like a guy laugh, and it was like a deep voice. After that, I heard like some muffled noise, I mean. And then after like a few seconds, I heard like the shots again, like bam, bam, bam.
5 shots.
But that time it was like complete silence. And then I heard like some muffled noise, like guys speaking, 2 guys speaking. But that's it.
But one question continues to puzzle investigators. If the 4 teens were simply hanging out and partying, as John admits they'd done on more than one occasion, what happened this time that was different?
Do you remember like getting into like an argument or a fight with Dan or Zion or Zion's brother?
No. I just remember us sitting there. They were watching like a Gordon Ramsay, like how the cocaine is like made from like the cocoa leaves. And they were watching some like interesting whatever. And then that's whenever we were like, oh, Dan was like, you guys gotta take some more now. Here, take some more. Come on, Zion. Telling his little brother, come on. That's whenever I just blacked out, I think.
I did see a video of niggas making cocaine, bro, but I'm confused about, Gordon Ramsay was making coke. Okay, Gordon, I ain't know Gordon got into this.
Arguing. I mean, that's why I was almost like, you could ask his little brother or something.
John's suggestion.
You know what's confusing me, chat? Wait a minute. If these people are in the room and they hear gunshots, why didn't anybody call the cops? Oh my God, is Gordon Ramsay making cocaine? Okay, Gordon. Good shit. Gordon Ramsay making cocaine. There we go. My fault. That's on me.
Zion's little brother is startling, revealing he has no idea the young boy is the one who was killed.
Do you know who's injured or who's deceased?
No, I don't. Well,
what would you guess?
I'm pretty sure Daniel's deceased and Zion's injured.
John, you don't know. Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
What leads you to what leads you to think that like them versus somebody else, or why one's dead and the other one's injured?
Because his brother wasn't really in the way.
Oh.
His brother was just kind of out there. But Daniel, Zion, they're both, I mean, every time we hang out, they're right there. And I don't think I would have shot his little brother. His little brother was always just out of the way. He's not really, he kind of just like the side character.
Do you want us to tell you who was injured?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm asking you. Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Okay. So the little brother, he's 14 and he's dead.
What?
And then Dan was injured, but not seriously. Zion was not.
What? How much of blacked out? What the?
I mean, nah, it's a shock factor, Fries. He don't know what to do.
I'm sorry.
If he was drinking, doing acid, and doing cocaine, he don't remember. That's a high probability that he doesn't remember. What's interesting though is Zion and Daniel have some real good fucking memories. But they were all supposedly doing the drugs together. Anyway.
Investigators ultimately conclude that all 4 teenagers, including Michael, were drinking and consuming drugs while playing with 2 loaded stolen pistols. At around 12:05 a.m., John is suspected of shooting and killing 14-year-old Michael and of firing additional shots at Zion and Daniel, who was injured. It remains unclear whether there was any argument between them. Following his interview, John was taken to the New Mexico State Police for the execution of a search warrant before being transported to a detention center. 19-year-old Zion Mira was later arrested and charged with 2 counts of tampering with evidence, 1 count of contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and 1 count of possession of a controlled substance. He entered a plea of
They didn't get him for selling drugs? They didn't get him for having an illegal firearm? I ain't gonna lie, he got off on a lot of things, bro.
Not guilty on
Probably
October
couldn't prove
27th.
it. They got the text of him and his brother arranging drug deals. And they got a video of him waving a pistol around in his hand. And he don't have no gun permit. What the hell?
2025. 19-year-old Daniel
How do you prove it
Archer-
happened? I mean, the video of him waving the gun around in the dorm room that night should be enough for you to say you illegally have a firearm. You would think.
Leto
But
was also arrested and later charged with tampering with evidence, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and 2 counts of possession of a controlled substance. John Fuentes, now 19 years old, faces 8 felonies, including second-degree murder for the death of 14-year-old Michael Lamott, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 3 counts of tampering with evidence, criminal damage to property, and receiving stolen property in relation to the firearm. He entered a plea of not guilty, and a pretrial conference has been set for July 7, 2026. John Fuentes and Zion Mira are both being
how did he tamper with evidence? They went back to the dorm room and grabbed the bags and dipped. So
held without bond while awaiting trial.
John? Wait.
Deadly weapon. 3 counts of tampering with evidence.
He discarded the gun on the rooftop. His clothes were evidence. I don't know.
Criminal damage to property and receiving stolen property in relation to the firearm.
Some shit like that.
He entered a plea of not guilty, and a pretrial conference has been set for July 7, 2026. John Fuentes and Zion Mira are both being held without bond while awaiting trial. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel memberships here on YouTube also include early access to select new videos.
Bro, I feel like I feel like they did not discover enough here, bro. That's just my take. Now, Daniel didn't get off scot-free. Daniel got wait a minute.
Charged
What
with
Daniel
tampering
get?
with evidence,
Oh yeah, Daniel's
contributing
this.
to the delinquency of a minor, and 2 counts of
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He got 2 felonies, delinquency amount, and tampering. So I mean, yeah. But no, I don't. I don't know, bro. Usually, I feel like these things wrap up to a pretty good conclusion, but there's so many things that I'm confused about. You know what I mean? So here's where I'm at, right, chat? Okay, the crimes they all got charged for, cool, fine, whatever. One is they let off 5 shots, according to the other witness in that dorm room. 5 gunshots. Nobody called anybody, right? Now, I understand niggas might not want to be a snitch, etc., 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 etc. But my thing is, if I'm chilling, bro, if I'm chilling in the dorm room and I hear niggas is shooting in the room right next to me, I'm calling somebody. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just too nosy or something, but I'm calling. Sure, laughing after the initial shot, so she brushed it off. Nah, I mean, no, true. Now I'm still calling someone, bro. I'd be scared. And then you hear 3 more shots. And my thing is, like, I don't know, bro. Like, something just seems so wrong. Cause it's also like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. This whole thing
possession of a
gives me
controlled
bad
substance,
vibes,
including
chat.
deadly weapon, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 3 counts of tampering with
Nova. Hi, Nova. We get a chance. This one was also so sad as well. I'm not gonna watch this. I don't think, AJ. I'm not watching this, AJ. Yeah, no, I'm good. But yeah, I don't know, bro. This just rubs me the wrong way. I don't know. I don't know. Everything about this case is just bad vibes. Bro, it just feels like you understand some people grow up hearing gunshots at night. So come the police ain't on the table for him because it's a normal occurrence. Peg, Peg, I hear you, bro. I hear you on that. I don't know. Maybe it's just a different, like you said, it's maybe just some shit that I can't fathom because it's not something that would ever happen to me, right? I hope. But because I know like how I grew up, I didn't grow up hearing a lot of gunshots. There was, let me see. One person got shot basically in my backyard because my backyard is connected to another backyard. And it's only separated by some bushes. A person got shot there. Person got shot across the street from me. Okay. No. The few times where I think I heard gunshots, I never called the cops, actually. I never called the cops. And then one time I missed it because I was listening to music, which is probably a little bit but yeah, no. Actually, I've never called the cops when I've heard gunshots. But I also didn't hear them all the time. But when I did hear them, I ain't really do much about it. But I don't know. I just think that like it's crazy because they had the cocaine and the acid and all this stuff. I get it. They didn't want to get in trouble, all that stuff. But like that's your brother though. Like if you had a chance to maybe help save your little brother's life, you know what I mean? Like you would think that you would at least try. You know? Like, that's the thing that's weird to me. I get the initial, okay, let's say you call later. Let's say you called and said, I think I heard gunshots around here, bro. It's just shocking to me that these gunshots go off. Nobody calls the police. You know? Somebody in my driveway, I didn't think to call the cops. I also thought because it was New Year's, it was fireworks. You know what's crazy, Quan? I was talking to Sid about this. Bro, niggas do not shoot fireworks for New Year's here. Where I am, there's no fireworks for New Year's. And like, I don't know, bro. It's just crazy to me. Yeah. Is guns for New Year's here? That's what my mom said, because my mom grew up in Newark, right? And my mom said that where she was, people would let off gunshots for New Year's, and because like that's where Newark represent. Wait a fuck, Fries, you're from Jersey? How did I never know you were from Jersey? Elizabeth. Oh, hell yeah. Maplewood. And my parents are from Newark. You never asked? I know, but as much as I talk about Jersey, I just would have thought that I would have known. I don't know, bro. I don't know. This whole story is just weird. Insane. But weird. I want to see what the comments are saying. This department needs a serious review. True. John Port coming so off guard. True. A sergeant quickly arrives 3 hours later. True. This true. Fries, do you still live in Jersey or you moved? If that's federal, don't answer. The brother lies to investigators. Turns out he went back to retrieve items in the room. I'm in Texas now. Saw his brother dead or dying and never called 911. Police. If there are shots on campus, we get hundreds of calls. 5 shots. No calls. Like, bro, this true. These comments are like I cannot understand. I cannot understand this, bro. This happened July 25th. It was the summer semester. Oh, okay. Okay, know what? That makes sense. It's July. So there wasn't a lot of people on campus. That makes sense. I still think it should have been handled better, though. It's also a psychology thing. Yeah, please explain. Probably a handful of people there, they'll probably sleep. Wonder if that's why they had less campus police too. Yeah, hey, bro, you got the campus police, cool. But the campus police fucking suck. I mean, she said my son's been shot. Wait a minute. It's called Biden's effect. So basically, person doesn't call 911 because they assume someone else will call, but because everyone has this effect, no one ever calls. Got you. Wait a minute. Chat. The mother calls and said, my son has been shot. She knew her son got shot. Because Zion told her that the little brother got shot. I thought she said she heard shots. No. She said her son's been shot. Or that this whole actually, the more I think about it, the less this shit makes sense. 1 second.
He pulls a gun out of his waist.
1 second.
To my son.
What's going on there?
Emergency at the University of New Mexico campus.
What's going on there?
So my stepson called. He has my son. He's 15. There was 3 of them playing a video game. They heard gunshots.
Did they see anything, or just they weren't involved or anything?
As far as I know, my stepson says that they just heard it. But they left. Yeah, they left the room and they didn't see my son, my biological son.
What's your son's name?
Oh, Zion's a hoe ass nigga. Whoa, wait a minute. Okay. Bro, he ran back to his mom's house, said, we heard gunshots on campus, so we left. I don't know where your son is. Whole time, he watched her son get shot and showed up to her house and boldface lied to her face. Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. He went to his mom's house. He went to his mom's house. Well, no matter what, he's still a hoe.
Michael Lamont.
Dispatchers.
He's still a hoe though. Like, who needs enemies when you got a brother like that? Yeah, bro, that is just unbelievably insane, bro. I can't believe that case just happened.